What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to something kind of different. These are protests happening across Ireland live right now at the moment for trying to stop illegal immigration into the country.
Hey,
Trying to save Ireland from the bureaucrats in Europe.
out sports. Johnny's young, fair play to Johnny boy. Come on, we want it back.
Mikey, talking. You get me.
Yep.
Here they come, all right? How you doing, lads? Yeah, we're having a peaceful demonstration.
That's no problem.
Yeah.
Listen to me, I'm saying what it is.
Okay.
You're stopping people here, people on the way to hospitals, there's other people in appointments. You're allowed to protest.
going to hospital?
Just stop. I'm not telling you that.
Okay.
You're entitled to protest.
Okay.
You've no issue with the protest. When you were walking down here, we didn't come next to near you because that was part of your protesting.
Okay.
You're not obstructing the flow of traffic and the flow of people here on a public place. I'm not asking you to move on, cruise, because there could be an accident here and your own safety.
There won't be an accident here.
Stop.
There won't be an
Stop.
accident.
No, we have every
You're
right.
holding up. You're
We have
holding up.
every right to peaceful protest. Now, are you guys actually on oath? Are you working on your oath today?
You're entitled to protest. You're not saying anything about protest. You protested up outside the side of the road other days. You protested here, you protested in the square.
We have to escalate it. We have to
It's correct.
escalate it.
No, you're interfering with people.
We're protecting our heads. This is totally legal. You have no jurisdiction. We want that government now.
We are protecting our country, you know. If there's certain group not doing it for us.
You're holding up the traffic.
Excuse me, are you working on your oath right now?
I've several lads on the stoplight. Right, why don't you lads stand up for us?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's our country.
No,
It's not our country.
Hang on, lads! One at a time, please. There's illegal immigration. Yeah, you come with me, yeah?
I'm here, mate.
I know. I know. Trying to get home. I know.
Overwork, 2 medical appointments, other bits like
We've
that.
only 4 minutes.
3 minutes left. Whoever's here.
Now, I don't really agree with them stopping people
Peacefully.
going home from work, you know. But what else can they do?
4 minutes.
How are we ever going to get the point out?
And if
No
you
one
charge us
listens.
the press, you can put me in prison.
But sure, no one
I'd happily
listens.
go to prison.
Guard,
And
how
the
are we
rest of
gonna
us
get
with
the
you.
point
And the rest of us with
How can we
you.
get
Left
the
to take us all.
And
You
I'm asking,
want to give your names here to the
you know my name.
Take
You know
them
my
all.
name. You know my
What's your
name.
name? What's your name and what's your number? And are you working under your oath?
Do you think it's fair?
Lads.
Wait down.
It's one at a time. Lads, there's illegal immigration happening on a massive scale in this country. Human trafficking.
We're not here for the speech, we're asking for the
You don't have to touch me.
No, you're here to protect us.
Yeah.
You are here to protect us, and you're doing a really awful job of it.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get
You're not trying to do it. You're getting your paycheck and destroying our country. We're going to go and we're going to take over this country, and we want your help. And if
And
you
there's
don't
also
give
a
us our
protest
help,
up in
we're
Dublin
going
going
to
on at the
arrest
same
every
time,
single cop
and
in
the
this
guards
country.
are
Every
keeping
single
out
We're
of
going to
it.
start in Harcourt Street, and we're
This
going
is
to
a
work our way
smaller
through
town.
every station and find out who has been protecting
maybe-
the Irish people and who hasn't.
maybe
So we
they're
want
not
you on our
as
side.
street
And we
wise
want you on our
as
side. But
the
if
Dublin
you try and
guards.
get in our way, Ireland will trample you. The whole
Here,
country
here.
will
There's a
trample
lot
you.
of angry people here, if you can tell. Okay? And they're putting,
You're either our
they're
friends
putting
or you're our
illegal-
enemies.
A lot of angry people here trying to get home. That's
A lot of supporters here too.
There's a lot of dangerous people up that hill that you're protecting. Right, you've got the counter-terrorism squad watching us. Okay, we've illegal.
When the
migration.
terrorists are in the
Yeah.
door.
Times now, how many more
What
minutes?
about your children?
How many more minutes?
Huh? You're a man of Ireland as well, you know.
Thanks for your help, guards.
This is what needs to be done, and it needs to get bigger, and there needs to be more people out there. And if this happens in Cork City, and I know about it, I'll definitely be marching. But these people are being blocked on social media, and it's hard to know what's going on from one day to the next. But if I could share it out there on Twitch, Why not? It's a peaceful protest of Irish patriots. And by the year 2032, we're going to be a minority in our own country. And the Irish government has said this quite proudly, as if it's something to brag about. So I'm all for peaceful protests. Good for the country, good for the people.
You should be proud of that flag, Mike. You want for us to remember that.
All of this is live at the moment.
So there was a sick child
Not
right on the way to the
to
hospital, so we had to call it off 2.5 minutes early. But I think we made a statement here today, and it's going to be the first of many.
And they did
the
let the
guards aren't
ambulance
happy
through, so
about
that's
it,
good.
but we're not happy about what's going on in this country. So we will be out again, and the guards are going to have
Take
to
back our country.
facilitate this.
Oh yeah, listen.
The guards should have directed that car out of there today, but because there's a sick child, we moved. Because we're not here to harm people. Okay? But, yeah.
Should be in this together.
Yeah.
Should be no us and them.
Exactly.
Come on, mate. You're joining in as well, yeah?
You know, small beginnings. More and more this needs to happen around the country. Peaceful demonstrations.
England, babe, England. England with the crowd. England with the crowd. He's famous now, anyway. He's famous. Undercover jail. Yeah. He's trying to mingle in with the crowd, you know what I mean?
They just got an undercover guard.
I'll see a few yards.
This is happening live. Actually, just a couple of miles away from Cork City.
I'm not Irish man, you know.
Big in spirit. Very windy.
Respect, please. Up on the footpath, please. You're up here.
Hey, there's no need for pushing. It's all you do is say to me, I'm a human being. That's all it takes. You did push me. You did push me. I know that.
We do, like,
Exactly.
we know what you're doing.
You've got wives and children as well. I'm sure you need to protect them.
They pretend they can't hear you.
That's me.
All right, lads, listen. That was a great result tonight. There was a sick child in a car, and whatever, so we put up 2.5 minutes early, but we need to do this again. But the media,
Oh, he needs to slow down that camera work.
and the politicians have been flat out for the last couple of weeks, calling us racists and far right.
But everyone's doing the best they can. You know, we only want the best for Ireland.
We're not racists. I couldn't give a flying shit about skin colour. It doesn't concern me. In fact, one of the first topics that I came out publicly against was the Ukrainian wave. And guess what? Ukrainians are right. So unless you can be racist yourself, then it doesn't make any sense. It's a word being used to shut us up. And we're not going to fall to it anymore. We're concerned citizens. We're parents. We're community members. And we see our country being destroyed before our eyes. We know that something's wrong. Everyone knows that something's wrong. The whole country is talking about it. Leo Varadkar came out today and for the first time I've heard him speak about illegal immigration because he has to. He doesn't have a choice in the matter. We're controlling the narrative now. We've exposed what's going on and the whole country can see it and they can't hide from it anymore. They can't call us racists, they can't call us Nazis, they can't call us that. It doesn't work anymore. And Leo came out today and he called it for the first time illegal immigration. That's exactly what it is. These lads are getting
It's a windy night.
with their passports and they're dropping them off on the plane and throwing them into the toilet. And then they're landing in Dublin Airport as undocumented for more benefits. This is nothing more than human trafficking because they're doing it for their benefit. They're bringing these people in for their benefit. If you look up the definition of human trafficking, I don't have it off the top of my head, but trust me, that's what's happening. And it's happening in our country, and it's happening to our detriment. And our own people can't get a house. Our children have absolutely no chance in the future going forward. Because things are bad now, they're going to be a lot worse in 10 years if we allow this to happen. But guess what? We're not going to let it happen.
Never!
If we keep taking people in at the rate we're taking them in, we will be a minority in our own country in 10 years. That's what the Irish government said itself. So he's not lying.
Taking women and children from Ukraine. And most people wouldn't have a problem with that if they were legitimate. But what this is doing is, this is removing the places for legitimate refugees. We're taking economic migrants from whatever part of the world. Anyone that wants to come here can come here, say the word asylum, and you're given a house within 4 months, according to Roderick O'Gorman. But Roderick O'Gorman needs to get out!
Get him out!
Roderick O'Gorman! Out! Roderick O'Gorman! Roderick O'Gorman! Leo Varadkar! Leo Varadkar! Leo Varadkar! Leo Varadkar! Leo Nathan! Leo Nathan! Leo Nathan! And as far as
They're not wrong.
concerned,
Basically, the Irish government is a sham.
we need to put in
It's not in control. Europe is in control. Time to take back our hard-earned freedom, our hard-earned fight for freedom.
Yeah!
Time to
And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to
get our freedom back from Europe, leave the European Union.
For years, he's been telling it like it is, and he put out a post yesterday. And you know what? It was beautiful the way that just sang to me. The fuse has been lit. The incompetent government has thrown open the doors of our country to anyone and everyone, and promised them that Ireland is the land of milk and honey. Roger O'Gorman promised them their own accommodation after 4 months.
Never gonna happen.
He even tweeted in several languages that same promise. Helen McEntee gave an amnesty to all illegals in Ireland. Their naivety and incompetence have caused this. They now have an unsolvable problem on their hands. Every community that these men land in will now protest. Schools are overcrowded. It takes 2 weeks to see a doctor. The health service is crumbling. Impossible to rent a property in this country. Impossible to buy. Our children will never own their own home.
They will.
Record homelessness. 350 Irish dead on the streets in the last 5 years. And the cost of living is crippling most working class people. What this government has done under instructions from the EU and the UN is bring absolute and utter chaos and calamity to our land.
They do. They want to collapse. They want a social
We
collapse.
must make them pay.
The only way you can do that is by putting strain on the financial system. And that's why all the immigrants are everywhere across Europe. There's going to be a massive collapse. I truly believe that. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Hopefully this is the start. People coming together and saying no more across the board.
In this country, such is the state of these were women who were murdered by foreign men. I'm going to name them out now. Luna Fonseca, Oyonena Pakala, Ashley Murphy, Kamala De Campos,
These are women that were
Sima
murdered by
Banu and her
immigrants.
children, Asfira
But you won't hear
Raza
that
and
on the
Saeed
news.
Faizan. All in the past 12 months. Ones that almost died. 21-year-old woman found outside for more in a hypothermic condition after being brutally raped by a Moldovan. And he had to have been vetted, because otherwise he wouldn't have got his visa to get in here. So even the vetted ones can be dangerous. There's just too many. The greater the number, the greater the risks. These are murders in December. Natalie McAnally, 32 years of age, pregnant, found murdered up in Armagh. No one knows who the culprit is yet. Sharon Crean, 34, County Laois, murdered by Irishman Sean Egan of Norfolk Stepford. Mohammed Ilyas from Somalia, killed in County Meath by Violel Dawaskan and Ahmiel Machado Kajan, both from Romania. I don't think there has ever been a bloodier month in the history of this state. This needs to be addressed
Yeah,
immediately.
murders are a rare thing
And I
in
can
Ireland.
tell you
Well,
one
they
thing
used
for
to
a
be.
fact, that blood is on the politicians' hands. 100%. That's all I'm going to say, people. Listen, it was a bigger crowd than what we expected. And people came from as far away as Westmeath, look, all over the country, Galway, everywhere. Germany, the whole lot, right? Mostly for Moy.
Well done for more!
I can't stress enough how important it is for the people of this town and surrounding areas to get out and join us regularly. Do not be afraid of being called racist. As I tell you one thing, that work does not bother me one bit. You are fighting for your children's future. You should be afraid of nothing if you're fighting for your children's future.
Yeah.
Good night. God
Don't
bless.
mess,
Good man, Tommy.
don't mess with the kids, especially in Ireland. You'll be in serious trouble. We need to see more peaceful protests like this the whole way across
Okay,
Ireland.
so the next part of this is we're going to walk back up to where we started. Don't be any more blockages on top of the road. Stay on the footpath, keep out the traffic's way, and we'll end this protest peacefully tonight. Thank you all very much.
Will you flip that there, please? Flip that there because I've gloves on. That's it.
Okay, Robinson.
All right, lads. So that was it for tonight. But it was just a taste of what's to come. If you saw my speech towards the end, the fuse has been lit, and it's been lit in this country, finally. We need to keep this going. We need to keep getting out there. We need to keep disrupting. We can't stop until
I wish I could get out there, but I don't have a car.
this policy and these guys get out of government, because they are a danger to us and our children, and they are traitors to every Irish man, woman and child in this country. And there's no other way about it. They don't listen to what we say. They don't listen to our requests. Are we moving? Yeah. They treat us with utter contempt.
They do, yeah.
All right, lads.
Absolutely.
Some National Party lads here tonight. Fair play for coming out, lads.
Irish National
we're not
Party,
here for political gain. We're here for
one of the
Ireland
parties that's
and the
actually
National
standing up for
Party
the Irish people.
are,
I hope they do well in the next election.
I've got some very good lads in there, and they share an awful lot of our principles and values. So we're okay with nationalists, but this needs to escalate, and it needs to spread to every community.
And when he means
that's
escalate,
been
he
hit with this
means
in Ireland.
peaceful
Because
protest.
what is happening is not immigration, it's human trafficking. They are bringing people into this country that are destroying their documents before they get in here, so that they can be housed as an undocumented refugee for there's financial benefits to it, I guess. We're just walking past where the if you recognise this, no, it's no underwater. This was the field that the local man was camping here a few months ago. He was camping right down here, and behind us is the Grand Hotel in Fermoy that happily put its hand out for taxpayer money to house Ukrainian refugees. No, look, I said it tonight, and you know, what's happening here is taking spaces from legitimate refugees that need help, people that are actually fleeing war. Now, I don't know if the people in the grant are from the war zone part of Ukraine, the Donbass, where the war has been happening for 9 years, but just the fact that the Irish government decided in February or March of this year to all of a sudden start caring about Ukrainian people, when was it 14 or 16,000 of them were blown to bits by the Ukrainian military, like up to that point. Why they decided in February or March to start caring, you know, it's beyond me. I don't know, but there's something very fishy
That's
about
the
it.
overlords
A
in
lot of
Europe
people
said
smell
so.
the rat, and I'm happy to say a lot more people now can also smell a rat. We had a fairly handy Garda presence here tonight, as we do most days when we gather. But you know, as we say, there's more support. As we say every time, we are here for peaceful demonstrations. We're not here for violence. We're not here to hurt anyone. We're not here to break anything. We're here to demonstrate peacefully. But the Gardaí told us in Mitchellstown on Sunday that they were the anti-terror unit and they were in the middle of an ongoing investigation.
Anti-terror
So
unit.
why
These are just ordinary, hard-working
they would
people
be
of Ireland.
investigating Irish men and women and children
Instead
were
of
out
investigating the
on
undocumented
Sunday
people
and,
in the hotels.
you know, speaking about the destruction of their country. Why the guards would be out taking photographs of us and putting us on a terror watch list should speak
Volumes.
vastly about how far off the mark this country has gone. If they're monitoring their own citizens for being concerned about their country, then, you know, does that tell me that the guards might have different priorities? Who knows, you know? Yeah, but I'm sure they'll keep monitoring us going forward. But, you know, as far as I'm concerned now, right, I don't care, because I'm doing this for my kids and for Irish children and people and the future of this country. Because if there's nothing left of this country for my children, then, you know, what kind of a father am I if I haven't gone out and given everything to stop it? And that's a call out to the rest of the men and women that, you know, look at this right online. For those that know that something is wrong, but you don't speak out, you know, you're not doing yourselves or your kids any favours, lads. We need to push back against this very hard, right? And I truly believe that this is a pinnacle moment in Irish history. We had a major moment in 1916, and I believe that the next couple of years, right, is going to be similar, because as far as I'm concerned, we are now an occupied island. we're occupied by the EU, we're occupied by the UN, we're occupied by the World Economic Forum, and the people, and I'll call them people
I
because
can't
I'm
disagree
generous,
with that.
the people in government are not working in the best interests of the Irish people anymore.
No, they're
They're
not.
working
That's
in
for
the
damn sure.
interests
Of
of
themselves.
globalism, and they're working against us. So, yeah, look, something has gone seriously wrong, and we need to keep pushing back against it. And the Dubs were out in force tonight. There was new areas coming on board all the time. I think the last time I checked, there was 12 different protests happening in Dublin, and the last ones there were Ballyfermot came on in the end, and Tala came on. Ballymun, right, has been doing fantastic. Croke Park, all these areas have seen massive numbers of middle-aged, or what does that say, lads? What does that say, lads?
Ireland belongs to the Irish.
There you go. NP lads there holding their banners. You can't argue with that, you know. Ireland does belong to the Irish. It doesn't belong to anyone else. It belongs to you. It belongs to me. It belongs to your children and my children. And it's down to us to fight for it. Because I'm afraid the powers that be have no interest in fighting for us. They are only interested in lining their pockets with the destruction of this country. So,
Yeah, Irish politicians
fair
think
play
they
to the
have a
people
right to
from
retired
Ireland that
millionaires.
came out tonight. I mean, you
They
can't
don't.
argue with that. And
This is the beginning of it to prove it.
half of them are gone. But, you know,
Still a good
and we
crowd.
would have welcomed the lefties, the refugees welcome brigade that were here a few weeks ago. The more the merrier. But they didn't show up, because what's happening now is there's a critical mass of patriotic people in this country are pushing back against this now. Right? And the left are tiny. They're a tiny minority, but they've got a big
And they're
platform
paid for.
because
I guess
the
the
media
checks were
and
laid.
the social media give them the platform. They take away our platforms, but we are the majority. You saw it on Virgin Media the other night. How are you getting on, lads?
We've got to go, but thanks a million, man.
Fair play. Thanks very much for
Come
coming
up
out.
from West Kerry and we'll come up.
Oh, fair play to you.
Thanks for how you handled it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you again. Some supporters there came up from Kerry, so fair play to them, you know. We saw it on Virgin Media the other night. What was the name of that TV show the other night, lads? The 90%. What was that? Virgin Media. The Tonight Show. I don't watch TV, but Tonight Show on Virgin Media. They put out a poll, and the poll was: do you think the government has handled the refugee crisis well? No, it was a very badly put question, because I think if it was asked in a different way, it would have got the same numbers. If it was asked in, do you support filling this country up with
Put the
young,
question in such a way as
military-aged
to
men
they
from
could
all over
twist
the world?
it
It
to
would have been
their
the same
point of view.
answer.
That's what they did.
90% of the country said no, they do not support it. We are the 90%. The left are the 10%, but they've got a big
I
voice.
think it's even
We don't.
more than that. I think
But now we're getting the
99%.
numbers, and that's why this needs to grow, and it needs to grow all
But
over
it
the
doesn't mean
country,
a thing if
and it needs
people
to
don't
grow
start
fast.
voting.
And I don't believe you're going to stop this. I don't believe you can stop it, because
I
everybody
recommend the
sees
Irish
it now.
National Party.
Everybody sees it, that these lads have been dropped in. I mean, we just had it last night.
There seem to be a good
Athy
group of people.
in-
The head
in,
leader has a good
in
head on
County
his
Kildare,
shoulders,
the
very
Abbey
educated man.
Hotel was
Speaks
supposedly
really well
taking
from
Ukrainian women and children,
speeches.
and it got a load of African and Muslim
I
men.
recommend the Irish
And,
National Party.
You know, there was a few children, that's fine, and people will say, oh, but it's okay, we're taking families. Look, it's not, because we're an island. We're an island of 5 million people. We cannot house the world. We are
No.
full. We are
are
full.
bursting.
We're over full. We can't take any more.
Absolutely.
In fact, we've taken too many. We need mass deportation. But we've taken way too many people, and yeah, I'm just gonna give you some shots of the crowd there now, because after my speech there, my voice is not in great condition.
Again, these are just ordinary, hard-working people of Ireland, you know. And for the Irish government to send out the Irish and the terrorist teams to spy on these people is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Because these are the people of Ireland. These are the hard-working people of Ireland. They even bring their kids for it. Which is great to see. These peaceful protests. And they have the right to peaceful protests.
Something like that. Yeah. Don't tell them who it's about.
Sorry about the film quality, but that is out of my control. This is a live feed.
Here we go, lads. See? We've plenty support, you know? We've plenty support there. There's no fear of us, because people realise what's going on. They see what's going on, and they're sick of it. How are you getting on? Are you a friendly, eh?
No, I'm probably not. No, I work for the local newspaper.
Okay. You have a Jew, is it? Okay. Yeah, look, what's happening in the country? This isn't on you.
No, I don't mind.
Yeah. Do you want to talk? We talk.
No, I don't mind. But
Yeah.
talk away there, yeah.
This is a man here from the local newspaper. What's your name?
John Ahern is my own name, yeah.
John Ahern. Right, we're here today because the government has put in a policy to accept thousands upon thousands. You can, of course. Has put in a policy of taking in thousands and thousands of
It's nice to see you, someone using an old notepad and paper, huh?
They're illegal immigrants, because we now know
He won't be allowed
that
to print that.
40% of them are ditching their passports on the plane. They have passports to get on the plane. They need a passport to get on the plane. But they're landing in our country with no documents, so they're getting rid of them on the plane, because there's more benefit to being undocumented in this country. I don't know, is it right? Are they claiming to be Ukrainian when they're obviously not Ukrainian? Okay? But what's happening in this country is human trafficking, as far as I'm concerned, and it's facilitated by this country. Hall Martin, Roger O'Gorman, and any one of them that support these policies.
Any more protests in tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. We're not going to stop, but we're going to try to spread this to every town in Cork. We're going to try.
I know this isn't my usual content, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do for your country when you love
You know
it.
what? We stopped on the other side of the bridge.
Me doing my little
and
part.
we stood off to the side of the bridge. So we weren't in front of the hotel. We were near it. But you know, the hotel is one thing. the hotel is one thing. That's Ukrainians there. We know it's Ukrainians, okay? But what's happening was they told us that we were getting Ukrainian refugees, and what we're getting in more and more cases are clearly not Ukrainians. We're getting African and Middle Eastern young men between the ages of 20 and 35. And they're being housed, and it's mostly males, in buildings all over this country. All over this country.
Okay, thanks, Eric.
Yeah, so thanks very much for speaking to us, and hopefully you give us a fair account on your newspaper if you do.
We'll try anyway.
Yeah, well, I hope you do, because there's a boss there. Yeah. So thanks for that, John. Nice to meet you. So John Ahern there from the local newspaper, the Avenue. So whether he'll write honestly about it or not. How are you getting on?
Alright, man.
What's your name?
Paul.
Nice to meet you, buddy. We appreciate all the support we get. You know what? Yes, look, but look, do you know what? Bravery is a big thing for a lot of people. They need, well, that's another thing. But they need to see the crowd out on the street first, and then they'll. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, there's protests up in Dublin as well. When this ends, I'll try and find them. Switch over to the ones in Dublin. This is the one closest to me.
That was some carry on, wasn't it?
Everybody forgets everything.
Yeah, they do.
Never forget, people, never forget.
But you know what? That's the good thing about the internet. Well, the internet never forgets. Never forgets.
They'll be wiping it,
Oh, well, look, your fellas have all this saved. This is all archived.
Screenshots.
Oh, yeah.
I never knew you were there.
Oh, Got the Tiger. Got the Tiger. I heard walking started, is it?
So I was told.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, no, you know, the next thing about that is that program was made available for Ukrainian refugees. Now, the locals protesting didn't stop it, but we'll see what kind of people go in there. We'll see if it's Ukrainians go in there, you know?
what's going to throw us there out the other hotel is singing women and singing in the other hotel.
Okay. A lot of it. So women and children.
Yes,
But are they Ukrainian?
Yeah, that's it.
Are they? Okay. Could be George.
That could be one of the few.
Yeah. They could be Albanian. That's what Albanian. Used to be, yeah.
See what we done over at London with the Albanians. They were having a little protest in the middle of London there.
Right.
Before Christmas time. Over Independence Day. It was chaos. See it. Take a look at fucking YouTube. All the way down that. All very big fucking BMWs. Flag, the big evil looking flag. And lots of fucking general chaos. That's it. Just say it here, look, just beginning of our hostile take. Fucking London, like. Well,
Let's see how the ones up in Dublin are doing, huh? So this is the one in Dublin at the moment. This is also coming in live. The head of the Irish National Party was actually marching in this. He was actually clocked in traffic. Like I said, very educated man. Got a good head on his shoulders. Definitely a bigger crowd up in Dublin. But the last one we were looking at is in a small town, so. We're actually blocking traffic on this one, but the guards haven't done anything. A bit more streetwise, the guards in Dublin. Well done to them. It is a pissy night.
See where that orange sign is now, they literally are getting before that.
You know, the Irish people are just fed up with it. The government doesn't care about the Irish people. Hopefully there'll be one of these in Cork City, and I'll find out about it and be able to stand side by side with some Irish patriots, some Irish people that care what happens to Ireland. I know it sounds corny, but sometimes you just gotta march, you gotta demonstrate. I think this is the start of something good. Once it remains peaceful, should remain peaceful. We're not looking for trouble. You know, you got mommies, you got daddies, you got kids. These are just the hard-working people of Ireland, and we're fed up with it. Roger Gorman is the housing minister. What a failure he is. That's a massive crowd. Like I said, it's a pissy night. You can tell by the wind and the rain. Fair dues to them. Well done.
Hi everybody, welcome to protests in Ballymun against plantation of unvetted migrants by the hundreds, by the thousands, by the hundreds of thousands in Ireland, but in Ballymun it's hundreds. It's very windy, I know, so you're not going to hear me very well. Just let me know in the chat if it's going to be listenable. I can mute the mic so you can just watch instead of listen. It's I don't think the crowd is as much as it was last time, but there's a harsh wind out, so
this isn't
it's very
live.
bad weather. So it's kind of understandable.
Yeah, this happened about an hour ago. Yeah, an hour ago. That's a hell of a crowd. Well done to them.
Yeah, still a good crowd for a windy evening in Dublin. So
definitely.
The Irish media have been fretting about this for like 2 days because it's a non-sanctioned protest. It's not like a climate change or LGBT or
pissing
whatever,
themselves.
you know, the usual stuff you might see.
The truth might get out. The truth is already out.
You
The
know,
Irish people know.
This kind of
And this is the beginning of the protests.
Forbidden protest.
No such thing as a written
That's what
protest.
this is. So, you know, you don't see thousands and thousands of euro in professional banners and media, slavish media coverage and stuff like that. It's just little old me and a few others.
You'll never hear about this on the news.
Anyway.
Not the RTE news, anyway. Or any other news for that matter. You know, it's okay to be proud of your country wherever you're from. It's a good thing to be proud of your country. Don't let anyone tell you different.
So, I actually don't know the area. Well, I know Ballymun a little bit, but I don't know all the road networks. So I asked the gentleman there. He told me we're actually heading, because I didn't know where we were going. He says we're heading towards the M50. So that should be interesting. For those who don't know, the M50 is the big ring road around Dublin that is usually busy around this time. People coming home from work. The traffic's fairly bad on that at the best of times. So this should be interesting discussion. So, watch and see. Mick O'Keefe, what's the crack, chopper? Says in the chat Phil Boyer is in Brookstown/Tala at the moment in a similar protest, and East Wall in Dublin city centre. And you know what? This protest has grown as well. Yeah, it's grown since we got here. So, back forward now.
Let's go back to the live one, huh?
How are you getting on, lads?
No, he finished it as well.
For those of you looking at this on social media, can you go to your Facebook pages and your Twitter pages and share this everywhere?
I did my best, buddy.
Come out! Come on! Come out!
Right, boys and girls, this wasn't my usual stream.
We've a great atmosphere going here.
As more and more of these
going here.
protests happen, I'm going to stream them live on Twitch.
There's just a great buzz all together, you know.
I think we'll leave it there for tonight.
We're getting support
Thank
off
you very
the
much for
road.
watching.
And
I'm going to post this on YouTube.
I haven't checked in on the Dublin protest yet.
The Dublin one was
but
brilliant.
folks,
Yeah,
this
a
is
lot of
important. This is the hill that we die on, because our government has chosen foreigners over us.
Yeah.
They haven't chosen the well-being of our native people.
No.
They've chosen
We're third-class citizens in our own country.
the needs, and it's not even the needs. Most of them don't need to be here, but they've chosen the greed of others over the needs of us. So for me, this is the hill that I die on, because what's going to be left of this country after this is done it's not worth thinking about. If you think that it's hard for our children to have a home now, you wait for a few more years. Because I've said this before, the housing crisis that we've seen, it's not because of supply. They can build
crisis.
as many houses as they want.
Yeah.
But when you bring in 200,000 people in 2022, 200,000 people, and they're all looking for homes and money, and they're all looking for their needs to be taken care of, then there's going to come a point when home ownership is going to be a thing of the past in this country. And they're already putting through the...
Right, we'll leave it there, boys and girls. All the live feeds have been stopped. You know, they came to an end peacefully. Like I said, I'll stream these. I'll try and stream as much as I can. But it's hard to, because certain sites are blocking these shorter streams. But I'm gonna do my part, and I will be posting this on YouTube. And I highly recommend that you follow these guys. They are Derek Blight and what was the other guy's name? Let's see now. Jared Murphy and Derek Blight, and there was another one as well. Philip Dreyer. He's from the Irish National Party. Another one to follow. There was another one as well. There was a lady. There was a lady as well, but her feed went dead. I think she dropped her phone. I shouldn't laugh at that. But yeah. Definitely check out them guys and girls. Absolutely. Alright, we'll leave it there. I'm going to play some video games. Peace, adios. Have a good one.